Okay, so I'll get started. Is B2B really ready for video and social media marketing? The short answer is no. I don't think, not quite yet. The long answer is almost. And I'll qualify that before everybody starts hammering me with questions. A few things have to happen, I think, before we see widespread adoption of video and social media with B2B. There's engagement, which is creating entertaining, informative, engaging content. There's sharing. That's creating content that's going to be shared, which takes a lot of thought, preparation, planning. And then there's consistency. You need a steady stream of content. And that, you'll see later, I have a few charts and graphs that show that that's a big problem. A lot of people are multitasking, wearing different hats in organizations. It's hard to dedicate to something like this, whether it's blogs, videos, anything. It takes a lot of preparation and planning. By the way, that's Success Baby there in the middle, and that's what you feel like if you once you do it right. Next slide. Went too far. Okay. I've held the theory for a while that businesses don't sell to businesses. Even though it's called B2B, businesses don't socialize with businesses. And when I think of it, when I think of B2B, I think of a big building selling to a big building, or a huge group of people selling to a huge group of people. And it's really not the case. It's one person or a group of people selling to one person or a group of people. Someone left a comment in an article I wrote on this that it's very smart too, that with B2C, you do have more people that you're reaching. Like if you're selling a soda, for instance, you're going to sell that Coke to a lot more people than you're going to sell an industrial machinery, piece of industrial machinery. However, there's probably more decision makers on the other end that need to approve that major purchase or that B2B purchase than the one person who decides, I'm going to have that soda. So you are selling to a lot of people, but I still hold that you're selling to a lot more people in B2C. But it still comes down to personal relationships. It comes down to whether you're doing video, social media, you're still reaching out to people. There are people, there are gatekeepers, there are people that you're influencing that are going to get the ear of the person who's making the buying decisions. And you still have to influence people. Next slide. This is an actual excerpt from an article I wrote on Media Post. Very similar topic. Is B2B really ready for social media marketing? Didn't so much include video overtly, but number 4 in my list of 10 things was create funny, entertaining, engaging, informative, shareable content like videos, blog posts, graphics, updates, and apps as social focal points. And this is an actual guy who commented on my article. He said number 4 sounds like a lot of work, quoted it, and then how about a fact sheet instead? And I think that kind of sums up the attitude for a lot of people in the B2B space, and I'd even argue that B2B kind of hides behind, hey, we're B2B, we don't have to do all these things. But I really think the game is changing, and people need to, at least start into it, feel it out. So you might say, well, what's wrong with a fact sheet? Another meme, if you look right here at the top, TLDR. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that. Stands for too long, didn't read. There's nothing wrong with a fact sheet, but save it for later. Fact sheets aren't going to raise awareness. You're not going to get someone's attention right off the bat with a fact sheet. This poor homeless man here is obviously he's selling with a fact sheet, and I think that who's going to read all that? He really needs to up his marketing game. I think he needs to invest in maybe a small video screen. He wear it like a pendant, like Flavor Flav maybe, or something like that. But then coming back to ROI, he's got to make sure that he's bringing in enough in that little cup that he can afford the batteries and to upgrade his software for his video screen. So just keep that in mind. Trying to hit the next slide. There it is. Okay. Here's a quick example, well, a really long example, but here's how Cisco's doing it. This is their branded YouTube page, YouTube channel. We did a similar thing for Dish recently, not as intricate, but what they've done here is instead of a fact sheet, for instance, each one of if you look at these drop-down menus, I've got one pulled down as an example. Each one of those represents a video, and that's how they've organized their YouTube videos. And they go anywhere from product videos They've got interviews with Cisco people, anything related to Cisco. They have entertaining videos, informative, whatever you need. It's amazing what they've done here. So that gives you an idea. That's kind of the bar to shoot for. And I read an article by Grant Crowell recently that he interviewed their social media director. I forget her name, but I don't think they're spending a fortune on these. I mean, relatively speaking, but it's not like you don't need to create video content and to do something really, really nice. You don't need to spend a fortune. You just need to put, like I said, some time and planning into it. Video and social media. So I want to really quick talk about the relationship between the two. All right. Sorry for the delay. If social media is a rocket launcher, video is the rocket. The point there is that you can make videos, but social media is the way that you're going to get it out there to your target audiences. First, you need to identify who your target audience is, and then you aim that rocket launcher at them and shoot the silver-tipped video right into their face. Next slide. If social media is UPS, video is the package. Just another analogy. I could hit you with analogies all day, but I'll leave it at this second one. There's Doug Heffernan on the left, of course, who wouldn't want to get a video from him. And there's a girl on the right that's not Kevin James on the right, but it's some other kind of UPS guy. But look how happy she is with her video in the nice brown box. Everybody likes to get videos in a box. I'm going to quickly shift gears and talk about fear. What are B2B professionals most afraid of? That's assuming that they are. And I think some people are. We're all afraid of something, I mean, when it comes to business. I think fear of the unknown, fear of the known, fear of learning something new that may require us to do more work, fear of bombing and wasting budget, and fear of being fired. That's a very real fear. Fear of the unknown, I think, is you got to figure things out. You don't know what's going to work and what's not going to work. Fear of the known might be you already tried something that didn't work, or you've seen what other people have tried and it didn't work. Fear of learning something new that may require us to do more work. I'm just going to refer back to that comment with that guy left and said it sounded like a lot of work. Fear of bombing and wasting budget. That kind of goes to the fear of the known and the fear of the unknown. That would be horrible. But and then that leads to fear of being fired. Obviously, if you're not doing your job right, then things will happen. However, the solution is experiment. Try small things first. Don't just say, I'm going to allocate $50,000, $100,000, and we're just going to just blow this out of the park. Try small things. Shoot a couple interview videos. Post them on your blog. Post them on YouTube. Do blog and publication outreach. Get relevant bloggers talking about what it is what you're trying to tell people, and see how it goes. Build on it. Start small and build. You can do that really fast if you're having some success. It'll also help you get some buy-in from the C-suite. You get people to other team members, and everybody will get more on your side. Quick 10,000-foot view. I just want to pull back from social media and video and look at content as a whole. Content marketing. That is the sharing of any kind of content, blogs, videos, just everything. I'm going to show a couple things that aren't video just to give you some perspective. Infographics. These are a big thing right now. They're pretty funny and pretty popular. I've seen ones that go on for pages. These are ones that are just kind of encapsulated, putting baby to bed, washing baby, bad. You get the point. But you can apply these to bid. B2B can't be afraid to be funny. I think that's my overarching theme there. You can have some fun and entertain people and inform them at the same time. Blogs. Another great way. This is actually an excerpt from our blog, the Super Cool Creative blog. There's an article on matching your brand's personality to its social media voice. For example, just as a quick diversion, there's a company out there called Big Ass Fans. And they just have a great name. They actually make big ass fans for industrial use. And they've kind of adopted that name. So it would be kind of weird if you went to their blog and they're talking in, heavy corporate speak or, very technical jargon. When I go to Big Ass Fans website, I want to see verbiage that's going to reflect that attitude. And that's what this is about. Fred Rogers actually was doing that. I actually watched the video clip. He's actually surrounded by a bunch of little kids. I don't know if this was in the 60s or something, but he was counting on his hands, and then for some reason he left off with those two fingers. I think it was probably a quick slight to his network or something. I don't know what he was trying to do. I think they smoked a lot of pot back then. Next slide. Memes and cartoons. This one on the left here, plays charades, teammate misses jump. This is from a client of ours called Acting Out. It's a new app. It's charades for the iPhone and video charades for the iPhone. And we've been using a lot of these kind of things. Cartoons. The other cartoon is for the same app. Using things like this, or even generators you can use to create these memes, and they're pretty popular. They're fun, quick read, easily shareable, which is more important than anything. Let's see, next slide. Pictures, very, very important. And for B2B applications, I mean, look at the cats. Everybody loves cats on YouTube. Everybody loves cats on the internet, and look at them. They're in an office. Get me out of this cubicle. Keep calm and pin something. That's a meme that started back in World War II, I believe, in Britain, Great Britain. Instagram photo over on the left there. On the top, that's also a very stylized Instagram photo. It's pretty cool. You can share these things on your blog, Pinterest, a lot of places. And to video. Here is a B2B video with over 20 million views. I wrote the caption, make a badass video like this, and you'll get lots of views. It's true. This is by Corning, and I definitely recommend going and watching it. It's called A Day Made of Glass. And just an amazing video, not funny at all, just very cool. It's a futuristic look at all the cool things that are coming or that are already here. Delivery. So this is an important thing. I want to talk just a second about delivery. It's the content and what you do with it. So you've got video content. It used to be, I mean, when I started Supercool around 2005 or so, you could literally post a video on YouTube and watch that video just on the homepage, and it would eventually get pushed down by the new videos coming up, and you'd watch your views go up in real time. It was amazing. Those days are long gone. Tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, however many it is, just videos go up every day on YouTube. You have to do amazing things to compete. And it's a combination of amazing content and it's what you do with it. You need to identify and target your audience and then create content that they'll like, learn from, and share. Now, these are important because when we like something, the Internet has become kind of the new living room. Well, it used to be we'd get, all our friends together and we'd watch shows like Friends, for instance. Hey, come on over. We're going to watch TV together. Now we don't do that. We share experiences by literally sending things to people by email, Facebook, sharing YouTube videos. It's a big thing. You don't necessarily get on the phone and watch it together. You share it. You enjoy it. So I want to make my friends see it. So I send it to my friend and get feedback. You post it on Facebook, you get a whole bunch of thumbs up or thumbs down, or you get comments in real time. People can leave comments. So they like it. It starts conversation. And this can work just as well. Maybe not so much on Facebook for B2B, but that said, Facebook can work for B2B because, remember, everybody knows somebody. And just because you're making big-ass fans, somebody knows somebody you could use a big-ass fan. So if you create really cool content, it's going to get shared and make its way to an influencer down the road. Raise awareness and encourage sharing with employees to reach influence and decision makers. That's exactly what I just said. I kind of forgot that I actually wrote it on there. Think of YouTube as YouTube's like the center of the video universe. There's a lot of other places too. There's Viddler and Vimeo and just all these other sites. But YouTube is owned by Google. It's the second largest search engine in the world, and it seems like you at least have to be there. You can do other things too, but you have to be there. For B2B, LinkedIn is an amazing resource. You can post video links to your updates, your daily updates. You can join groups that are focused on your target audience, people that you're trying to sell to, and that have those as members. You can write a blog post, include the video in the blog post, post that as a discussion in the group, in the various groups that you're targeting. Just a million things you can do with that. You can actually send links directly out to people. You don't want to bug them too much, but you can blast out to your LinkedIn audience, especially if it's relevant to them. Twitter is another amazing resource. You can tweet out links. You can see the video right there in the thing if you click the button. Twitter goes like wildfire. So if you're going to do a video or a blog post and you're going to tweet it out, you definitely want to tweet it a couple times a day. Rotate it in with other content, and do that, don't just do it one time, because if you've ever been on Twitter, the feed goes very fast, and if someone misses it, they're not going to go back. Very seldomly do people go back and say, I wonder what Bob tweeted 3 days ago. They're probably not going to do that. WordPress, just put that as an example of a blog, because you definitely want to embed videos in blogs and have larger topics around your videos. Google Plus hasn't quite hit the Facebook status, but it's pretty cool. And you can do things like post a video. You can do circles and go in there and talk to people in real time. Like, for instance, this webcast could be, something similar to this. Could be done on a Google Plus forum. Facebook, we already kind of went through that. Stumble Upon, that's a social bookmarking along lines of Reddit, Dig, and those sort of things. You can post links to videos, post links to blog posts. Other people get exposed to them, and if people like them, they can share them. Blog and publication outreach. This is a big one. Again, say you shoot a series of videos, you want to have them in a blog post or something, or you just want people to talk about your videos. Find the blogs and publications that are talking about the topics that are of interest to the people you're trying to reach. Blogs and publications are always looking for content. Our Super Cool blog, we get pitched all the time for various topics. And if the topics are relevant, we'll post about it. We'll talk about it. So bloggers can be your absolute best friends, and what you're doing is tapping into their audiences. And, okay, I'm just going to move on from that one. Video uses. Next slide. Product launches. This is a B2C example, but I've long held that B2B can learn a lot from what B2C is doing if you subscribe to my theory that it's still people reaching people. This is something we did for Pizza Hut. That it was a video where we stuffed $1,000 in a pizza crust and then made a video about it. You can look it up. I think it's called Ultimate Stuffed Crust Surprise. And it was very, did really well. It was to announce their new stuffed crust pizza. They did some different things with it. So it was a product launch. B2B definitely has a lot of product launches, and you can do some fun, entertaining things like that. This next thing, promo specials, sales, and holidays, tell a story. These are two other ones we did for T-Mobile. Again, B2C. But the one on the left was a quick little vignette where Khloe Kardashian gets a T-Mobile phone from Lamar Odom on Valentine's Day. And we just worked in some cute creative to it. The one on the right was Father's Day, for a holiday for Father's Day. They were running a weekend special. I think it was like buy one phone, get another phone free, something like that. And it was only for about, for 2 days. But they did a really, really fun video where the girl, basically he goes into a dream sequence, and he's remembering every tie that she ever gave him, going back to forever. And let me look that one up. Interactive uses for video. Interactive uses are, this is something we did for FKM Advertising and the company Clockwork. We shot these guys actually with 4 Canon 5Ds all lined up, and they were an interactive part of the website where people, if you see the top there, people can actually type in questions for these 3 guys. One's an electrician, one's heating and air, and one's a plumber. And those guys actually answer you. Pre-recorded, it is all pre-recorded, but by the words that you type in, it calls up the different videos. And that was a lot of fun. Let's see. Next slide. Interviews and video series. This was something for Street Fighter Cross Tekken, which is a Capcom video game. Part of the video series that we did with the campaign was interview sequences. and people just really, really liked it. And I think for B2B, this would be huge, and it's already being done. Interviewing influencers in the various communities. In this case, there was a top gamer, Maximilian, on the right, and fans just loved it because they all knew who he was, and he's an expert. So they wanted to listen to him as an expert. No matter what industry you're in, getting experts in an interview situation, you can even do it very low tech. It doesn't have to be a big set. Just catch them at the at various conventions. It could be with a little webcam or a little handy cam. You could do it with an iPhone. It doesn't matter, an iPad. Let's see, giveaways and campaign glue. This is, again, from the same video series, but we used it to promote Facebook campaigns, Facebook contests we were running. We were doing weekly giveaways on YouTube and Twitter, and we just used the video series became the glue for the entire campaign. The video was where you went to find out who was winning the various contest phases, where we were in the campaign from a user experience fan perspective, not from an insider perspective. It's just if you were a fan and you want to know what's coming up, you'd go there. Social and environmental responsibility. And there's a small little girl hugging a tree. If you have any kind of initiatives you're doing, socially responsible initiatives, environmental, anything like that, get it on video. Get it on video and promote it. Again, going back to the blogs and publications. Promote it there. Pitch it. People love to see the faces of the people at the companies they're buying from. And it lends personality to your organization, and it shows you've got a heart too. It really does a lot for you. It's a real PR thing. The one-click rule: embed videos close to the call to action. Another great use of video. Say, for instance, someone clicks on a video, they love your video, they're watching it. About one click away, you can have a call to action because they're already online. So things like order now, download now, join now, subscribe now, comment now, share now. These are all really good calls to action that people can do right next to a video. If you're watching TV, you have to get up and go to your internet or go to a store, do something about it. You can't just buy right from the TV, although that's starting to change too. So on to the creative. This kind of explores, the next thing, what types of content are there? What needs to be in the content? Entertainment value versus message. Just a quick point on that. I've often said that the higher the entertainment value, the lower the message, and vice versa. The higher the message, the lower the entertainment. Too high on the message content, and you've got an advertisement, and nobody likes ads. Too high on the entertainment value, and you've got a sitcom, or you've got something else, a drama. So you got to find that balance. Those guys aren't balanced. Entertainment or too much message in this picture here. These guys, and that's why he's mad. The guy on the right's mad because it's too much message, and he just made an ad. Smart comedy, big thing. This is a video that we did for Hate Firing. It was part of a series. The series was for a B2B product, and it was assessments, corporate assessments, sorry. And the guy on the left is the character Bob. We cast him in 7 different videos where he's trying to fire employees, and if he had used assessments to begin with, he wouldn't have had to fire them. In this case, you've got a salesman who's trying to fire, but at the end of the video, the salesman actually talks him into giving him a raise, and he walks out with a brand new car. So that was pretty successful, 229,000 views. It shows you did, but you got to be smart about it. You can't always do dumb comedy. Smart comedy goes a long way, and I think especially in B2B because it's still got a little bit of a. These are our friends over at Blue Kai. We didn't actually produce this video. They did a parody of Gangnam Style. If you guys have seen that, who hasn't? It's pretty funny, pretty darn funny, and they did it for ad tech. So it gives you an idea. You can do fun videos. And parody is a good thing because with parody, just to go back for a second, with parody, people already have a launching off point. They understand what the original was. So when you parody it, that's why, Saturday Night Live and some of these other things, parody commercials and all, that's just an amazing thing to do. Unexpected. This is a video that we did for IBM. It was where these people are watching a news report and suddenly they find out an asteroid is headed for Earth. Then the news report reveals that it's actually headed for their state, and then it turns out it's for their city and actually their town, and it turns out that it's actually on the asteroid's headed for their street. Somehow the news knows this. And it's actually headed for their exact address, their office building, and it even says the conference room. So that's them screaming when they actually hear that last little bit. And it was for their Lotus Foundation's product. But, unexpected twists in videos are awesome. Next slide. Integrated campaigns, TV, social, interactive, out-of-home, and multi-purposing. Always be thinking in terms of, if you're already doing TV ads, think of what the video component of that could be. You can even share a shoot day with video and TV spots. At the end of a TV spot, have it linked to Facebook. And when they get to Facebook, have other video content. Keep them engaged. Get them on your Facebook page and keep them entertained there. Get them to YouTube. The idea is to raise awareness of what it is you do, what it is you're selling, and also reveal personality. And what you're trying to do is let people know that whether they're in a purchasing mode right now, they might not need what you sell at the moment, but they may down the road. And so you want to be top of mind when they're going to say, what's that company that did that funny video and I spent 20 minutes on their website, that kind of thing. Viral videos, of course. This is just one of my favorite videos in the world. Ultimate dog tease. You have to go look it up. Obviously wildly successful, 122 million views. This is an example of this wasn't for any product. It's just a hilarious video of a guy making his dog talk or pretend to talk. And but you can adapt these sort of things for B2B. Why not? This could be for a pet product. Or that's actually B2C. Never mind. But now I'm trying to think of some B2B use for it. But who doesn't like talking dogs? And a talking cat's even better because they're amazing on YouTube. Explainer videos, you've probably seen these kind of things. Excuse me. These are like common craft type videos where you've got the things moving around, or like the UPS ads that were out there for a while. Just lots of uses for explainer videos. They can be done in a cute and clever way, and they can really get across what it is your product does, product or service. And informative videos. I just like the button, B2B Badass. It doesn't really apply to the slide. It just looks really cool. Informative videos and helpful videos. Videos that, say you're selling machinery to a company that needs a lot of machinery. You can be making videos that are helpful in the way of, say, it's maintenance videos. Not as a product, not as a support, but as just helpful videos, just saying, here's how to do this, or here's how to do that. Or even things that are, it could be how to cook. It doesn't really matter. Just as long as it's branded, it can even be brought to you by your brand. Next slide. And a web series. This is from the hate firing thing I was telling you about. Everyone's doing it. Okay, here we get into some fun with some graphs and charts. This is where I'm going to talk about competition, your competition, and what the others are doing. If all your friends jumped off a bridge, looks like everybody's in there. They're all jumping off the bridge. This is B2B content marketing usage. And by the way, if anybody wants, I believe, yeah, you can just email me and I can send you this this deck. And I believe you can watch it on demand as well in Bright Talk. If you see here, video is not far from the top as far as B2B content by usage. It's 70%, which that's the almost. I told you I was going to get to that later. Is B2B ready? No, but almost. And I think that that's really, really important to look at. I think that it's really, it could be there. I could be wrong, and maybe we're there. Biggest B2B content marketing challenge. These are really good things here. Producing enough content, that's kind of what I was saying before. I think you need to have a dedicated team that's going to do that. Or you need to hire an agency. Get an agency, production company. Someone needs to, and this is, of course, for content, overall content, meaning social media, video, everything. But it all applies. It's the same thing. I'm not going to go through all of these, but you can read them. But you'll see the percentages, and it looks about right to me. Confidence gap. You see here, in-person events. People, B2B marketers, believe it's effective. 67%, 33% believe it's less effective. So a lot of people are very much still into in-person events. The only argument I'd make there is in-person events, you can only talk to a certain number of people unless you're the speaker. With video, you can reach a ton of people. And then you can have the in-person after that if they contact you. But still a lot of value in in-person events. I mean, that's just the whole thing there. You do need to create those relationships no matter how you do it. Case studies, webinars, blogs, videos, down there 58% to 42%. That's pretty good. I mean, videos above the line on that. Next slide. B2B content marketing and spending. 45% say they're going to increase. So again, like I said, jumping off the bridge, I mean, this is where the competition's going with this. Next, percentage of B2B marketers who use various social media sites to distribute content. LinkedIn right there at the top. Twitter, Facebook, that's 80%, yeah. So you've got a lot of people even using these types of things. And didn't really factor in whether they're including advertising too, because like Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, Twitter promoted tweets, all that sort of thing too. But it doesn't really, it's not clear on that. And by the way, these were borrowed from Marketing Profs, just to give credit there. It's a great resource. The youth factor. Younger employees becoming decision makers or being consulted by decision makers. They're becoming the new gatekeepers. You've got a younger crowd of people coming up. Time to adapt to how they're thinking and the things that they're doing. Paid versus earned. Just a quick note on that, and I'm going to get to questions. Don't worry, I'll leave a little time if there are any questions. Let me see if there are. Nope. Okay. Paid versus earned. I like to think of when you're promoting a video and you're thinking, should I pay for video seating? Should I do advertising around this video? Think of it as a stream that leads into a river that then leads into an ocean. So there we have pictures of exactly that. Isn't that weird? Stream leads into the river. It didn't really lead into that ocean, and I think that's in China, and that's just an amazing photograph. But the point is, you just need to pay enough, if at all, but to push that video out there into the stream, into the tributaries that get out to the ocean so a lot of people can see it. Otherwise, it's like if a tree falls in the forest, and we all know how that one ends. Well, actually, it's still being debated. And then my last thing here is return on investment. Let's see. ROI. Established goals, expected return. Basically what I have here is that this is predictive. I'm sorry, I should have written it on there. This is predictive return on investment. And this is a formula so you can figure out what your return on investment will be before you actually dive in, and even if you're experimenting. First step, establish goals, which are your expected return. Decide what it is you want to get out of it. Why am I using video? What do I expect to do? Do I want more sales? Do I want more subscriptions? What do I want the video to do for me? Figure out that return. Put a price on it. Then develop video and social media strategy to reach those goals. Determine the budget. How much is it going to cost to do that? To make videos, to do to man social media, to do updates, Facebook, Twitter, social media strategy, all those things. Then compare the budget to the expected return. So how much am I going to spend to do all these compared to how much I'm going to gain from it? Now, hopefully your budget that you're going to spend will be less than what you're hoping to get from it. That's ideal. Otherwise, you've got to tweak it. Then you just simply execute the strategy. If all goes well, you've already known what your ROI was before you even did it. A lot of people make huge mistakes by just going in, and I'm just going to make videos, or I'm just going to get on Twitter. We're just going to do a lot of social media. Let's hire a social media person. Let's go work with an agency. Let's just have them do stuff. And they don't really have a plan or know what they're even trying to get out of it. They just go and do it. So that's that. It's a really good way to do it. So in summary, I really think that, let's go to the final slide here. Yeah, there's my email. If you have any questions, you can tweet me at David Meridico. Our website, supercoolcreative.com, and our blog is supercoolcreative.com/blog. A lot more information on there. Run a whole bunch of topics, some B2B, some B2C. I think in summary, I think B2B is right on the verge as a whole. I mean, obviously there are tons of B2B companies out there that are just doing amazing things. But I think as a whole, right down from large companies down to startups and everyone in between, I think there's still a little bit of learning and a little bit of adventure that needs to happen here. People need to just do some testing, try some things out, look at what your competition's doing, see what's working, see what's not working, and go from there. I don't think we have questions. So let me just check one more time. Nope. So if anybody has any questions afterwards, or if you're watching this on demand, definitely hit me up. My contact info is there. And thank you to Bright Talk. This is a very cool platform. And again, David Meridico, Super Cool Creative, supercoolcreative.com. All right, thanks everybody, and good luck.